This episode is dedicated to the memory of Assata Shakur, revolutionary, fighter, queen. R.I.P. Miss Shakur. May you rest in peace and walk with the ancestors. What's good, y'all? This your country cousin Pete McCorvey, a.k.a. Petey Mac. Man, get on up here. Pull you up one, light you up one, kick your shoes off, relax, baby. You around family. We on the porch. It's Pete McCorvey's Porch Talk. Let's do this. What's going on, everybody? This is your country cousin Pete McCorvey, a.k.a. Peter Mac. Welcome back to the porch once again. I almost didn't do this session on the porch, y'all, because life has been life in this past week. I really didn't have a chance to sit down and really gather up information. But I said, you know what? Nah, I'm not going to do that. You know, the true essence of sitting on the porch kicking the shit is, you know, just saying whatever come to mind. Like, whatever come to mind and then letting it go from that. So this episode probably may be shorter, might be longer, who knows? But nah, we gon' really, this off the top, this coming off the top of the dome, y'all. So here we go, let's get it. Starting out with music. Remember I mentioned Cardi B and all her little situation. With her album just went platinum. I didn't listen to it because I tried to give it a listen, but then heard the first couple tracks, same thing. Oh, nothing against it, get your coins. Her music just, it's a few certain songs that she got. Like, the number one song that I love of hers is Tease Me with Bruno Mars. Like, I ran that went triple platinum in my car. Now, that's somebody who don't get his flowers. I'm going to be honest, because that 24 Karat Magic that he released back in, was it 2015, 2016, 2017? It was between 2016, 2017. I remember when that came out. That went like quadruple platinum in my car, especially that track Straight Up and Down. I might get into telling you about that track later, but, well, I don't want to like veer too far off left. Yeah, her album went platinum on me, good for her. Get your coins, you're gonna need it with all them kids between you and Stephon Diggs, boy. I gotta have something to pay to feed all them kids. But nah, man, this week was stamped with goodness because the Bompton homie, and I'm saying it right because he kept it P in every sense of the word, from pimping to, you know, the boys who wear red, because, you know, because it's strictly the P's in Compton. Jay Worthy dropped his album Once Upon a Time yesterday. Oh my God, y'all. Hey man, like I told y'all, that lifestyle rap, I love that. Okay, so here's the thing. Y'all don't know about, y'all can't gather from listening to my episodes. There's like 4 particular genres of music I like. I like New Jack Swing, love G-Funk, which I would consider, lifestyle rap to fall into. Love 80s rock. Hey, if you ever been in my car, Owner of a Lonely Heart by Yes. Oh, quintuple platinum. That's 5 times platinum. Like, shoot, you would think, you get in my car sometime, you might think you on a season 1 episode of Miami Vice. Oh, I'm gonna get around to that when we talk about film. I'm gonna get around to, and like 70s soul, like early to mid 70s, like soul and stuff. And actually going back and listening to early to mid 70s soul, I found out that song, A Love of Your Own. Y'all know, A Love of Your Own. I found out that was made by the Average White Band. All them times listening to that in the car with my dad, listening to that at cookouts and shit growing up, never knew that was the Average White Band. Hey, But yeah, those are like my 4 favorite jobs. And like Jay Worth, he fall under like that G-Funk, like the subcategory, which is lifestyle rap. Hey man, he did his big one on this album, Once Upon a Time. Hey, he had some of everybody on there. He had Freeway Rick Ross. I'm talking about the real Rick Ross, the one who Snowfall, the show Snowfall was based on in his introduction, which is called Act 1 in the beginning. Hey, that 96 Big Body, that's my joint. You know, he had For the Homies, that was produced by another Bompton P. You know, from the Trees, the boy DJ Quick the Quickster, you know, who really don't get his due as a storyteller. He get his due as a producer, and somebody even said this, put up a meme online a little while ago. They said, DJ Quick is who y'all portray Dr. Dre to be. Not anything against Dr. Dre at all, because, you know, Dr. Dre, you know, he is him along with Warren G, or like the pioneers of that G-Funk sound. You know, he got like that, one of my quintessential G-Funk, favorite G-Funk song, Nothing But a G Thing, is right there at the top of that list. It's gonna always be there. Only thing I hated was in Straight Outta Compton when they had him come up with the like he didn't come up with that. That was already done by damn near 20 years prior by Leon Hayward with his I Wanna Do Something Freaky to You, which is where Nothing But a G Thing gets its sample from. It's the biggest sample on that app, on that song. Man, he had E40. Y'all know I love me some E40 Walla Belafonte. He had Wiz Khalifa, 03 Greedo. He had Westside Gun, Conway the Machine, Hit Boy, Ty Dolla $ign, The Alchemist. Man, hey, like I said, he had some of everybody. I can't even name everybody. So if you one of the people that was on this album, y'all listen to this, hey man, y'all charge it to my head, not my heart, because Worthy had everybody on the. Hey man, I thought once I got, because I ended up saving for my playlist favorite songs on Spotify, I saved the first 3 songs. I said, shit, I might end up saving the whole album. But yeah, it was a 9.5 out of 10, man. Hey, that's straight riding music. That is quintessential driving music. That's how I base a lifestyle album. This was like, yeah, he did his thing on this one, man. I can't even hate him for this one. Yeah, my man did his ultimate thing on this one. I love this album. This album was, it's definitely, I'm finna probably run this back a couple of times. This is up there when it comes to lifestyle albums, probably up there with The Night Shift, as well as, The Night Shift, as well as, what's the other one that Uncle Larry gave us? Oh, not Uncle Larry, I'm sorry. One of Uncle Larry's favorite producer, Cardo, gave us that. It's right up there, so it's up there with Uncle Larry and Cardo's The Night Shift and Cardo's Made Man. Yeah, these 3 right here. Oh yeah, they up there. Oh yeah, speaking of Cardo, my boy finally put that Game Related back on Spotify. I don't know why he got rid of it. I don't know what the hell went on. But he finally put it back up there, and he just only got it under his name now, because I think when he first put it up there, it was him, Payroll Giovanni, and Larry June up there. So, like, must have had I don't know, might be a dispute they had, like I said, in a previous episode, but whatever it is, back on Spotify, man. I was just going through my albums I had, and I saw it back up there. I was like, ooh, thank God, because I had saved it on... I went and I found somebody put it on YouTube, and I went and not gonna say let's just put it this way, I got it a way where I can access it without the internet. I'm not gonna tell you how I did it, but it's like all the way through. It's like one continuous recording, like 30 plus minute recording, like it's not separated by song. So glad he did that, put that back up there on Spotify, and I can't listen to whatever track I want to listen to in case I don't want to listen to the whole album. You know, like I said, we talking about movies and TV. Really, the only thing I got to report about a movie, I am so happy because, like y'all probably heard me mention before, Miami Vice is one of my favorite TV shows. Don't know why I love the show. Wasn't even born when it was in its run. Matter of fact, the last episode premiered I think 2 days after I was born. And it was in syndication. They are going to redo the movie for that. Now, if y'all remember the 2006 movie with Jamie Foxx and Colin Farrell, they did. And I was so hyped about it. But then it didn't have any reminiscence of the old 80s show. They say they're actually going to reboot it, and it's going to actually take place in the time period that the show took place. That's the 80s. So, man, we finna get all the cocaine cowboys and everything. And I hope they do this right. They say it's scheduled to come out 2027. You know, that's crazy. We might get Miami Vice movie before we probably get GTA 6. Ain't that crazy? But yeah, man, hey man, my fingers crossed on that one. I hope they really do what they supposed to do with that one, because don't screw up one of my classes. Like I said, the 06 one was cool, but it just, y'all saw it, you know, they paying the hell out of it, man, because Colin Farrell and Jamie Foxx, they didn't have no chemistry. And I heard, y'all know, they had reports that it was because Jamie was fresh off his Oscar win for Ray, and he had just released his album, so he was feeling himself. And you know, Colin Farrell, he ain't no slouch either when it come to acting. So yeah, and now I will say that shootout at the end, that probably was the best, and it was real, like factual, like realistic as hell. A lot better than a lot of them shootouts they used to have in the OG series. But I mean, you know what you gonna do? You know, on the football, the NFL, everybody looking bad. My Broncos and dropped one. I think they 1-2 now. You know, as long as they can if we can pull out a 9-9 or go for 10-8 again, I'm happy. The Cowboys dropped theirs, but oh no, the funniest one, y'all know I always got to poke fun at these people. And I've explained to, if you go back and listen to my episodes, if you're a new listener, because their fan base wasn't like that until they won the Super Bowl over a decade and a half ago. The Saints got their ass smacked by Seattle, 44-16. Now, I've had to see it all up and down my timeline, because as y'all know, I used to live in Washington State, Tacoma, 30 miles south of Seattle. So I saw both sides of it. I saw people talking shit. I saw people crying. Matter of fact, a couple of people I met in Washington are from Louisiana, so I had to see that and see our friends, mutual friends that are from that area, get on there. Boy, it was just, boy, hey, Saints 0-3. Hey, man, get y'all paper bags, man. Get y'all paper bags. I don't know, y'all should have been had y'all paper bags, but y'all get them ready. And it's, like I said, it's killing me. All these people talking about some other fans, the Saints pissing me off, and I can't believe this. And they back to where they was once again. And it, man, y'all didn't even know. Could name 5 people on the Saints before 2009. That year they ended up winning the Super Bowl. But now all of a sudden, y'all diehard fans. Boy, y'all, okay. So like I said, growing up, I remember used to be a lot of Packer fans. For mainly the white people were Packer fans. You had a lot of Titans fans. That was the black people. For Steve McNair, who's from Mississippi, went to Alcorn State as well. Yeah, of course you had the Cowboy fan, the Cowboy Nation. They all play. Had a bunch of Steeler fans. My little league football coach, Coach Zeke, I don't know where the hell he at. Like, God rest his soul, or God bless him, man, wherever he at. He was a big Steeler fan. Had a few 49ers fans. I think my brother Tony, I remember one of the pictures, he had that gold. Y'all know that gold 49er jacket that had 49ers in white lettering, stitched with black border, with red border. He had that jacket, so I'm guessing he was a 49er fan. You had, like I said, you had them. And, who else? And that's pretty much about it. It was 49ers, Steelers, Cowboys, and I think a few people went for Miami, the Dolphins, like, because everybody was fucking with Marino at the time. I remember, like, he was like, in my region, I can't speak for everybody, I know he was the quarterback that all the niggas in my region like. So that's what I remember. Yeah, wasn't nobody hollering the Saints. It was like only a select few. But yeah, now everybody's. But anyway, like, they going to college football. Florida State is on a roll. My Seminoles on a roll, but I don't really, because they won 66-10, but it was against Kent State. So I don't know how to take this. Because at first I was happy we knocked off Bama. That was a good game. That's Alabama. So, but then we had the tune-up game. That was against East Texas A&M, which used to be Texas A&M Commerce, but they changed to East Texas A&M this past year. And now this. And I'm starting to, like, I don't want us to get too cocky now. Because now everybody, we back, bro, it's Kent State. We 3-0, but it was East, Texas A&M, and Kent State. Like, I can't really be, oh, man, we look good. And I'm wondering if this schedule, they went week with this schedule to boost morale. Because this ain't going to do nothing but make it come back and we have another season where we get back up there playing real competition like we had season before this one. So I'm happy we undefeated and we won one more game than we did last year. But, you know, I'm a realistic fan, you know. But I know it's going to be whatever it is. It's going to be, if nothing else, I know we at least coming out this season with 4 wins, because we're going to beat the shit out of Florida. Because Florida's trash this year. Florida is trash. So I can at least know we had 4. But like I said, that'd be 2 more better than what we had last year. But I'm not getting my, you know, my panties in a bunch and nothing like that. And I'm not, like, getting on my high horse, and I'm not celebrating being ACC champs just yet, because we played 1 powerhouse and 2 like pushovers. So we ain't back yet. But you know, hey, like I always say, slow motion better than no motion. And that ain't from me, that is from Kanye West and Common, 2 great MCs out of the city of Wynn. You know, I'm going backtracking, we're talking about movies. So I saw 2 movies from like 20 years ago. Like, actually over 20 years ago. One was 25 years ago, one was 24 years ago, that I had never seen, but I was just scrolling and I ended up finding them. One, it was, I think I found it on Paramount Plus. It was called Almost Famous. Starred a young Kate Hudson. Took place in the 70s, like I told y'all. That early 70s period with, like, I ain't gonna lie, even some rock music I like from early 70s. She played a groupie on there, like a real famous groupie. Also was in it was Jimmy Fallon. He had a little small role. The lady who played Vicky Valancourt, I can't never pronounce her name. I don't know how to pronounce her name. But y'all know the one she almost kind of scared Wiggly, but she's scared, but she's sexy though. You know, she played Edward Norton's girlfriend in American History X. She played the main teenage witch in The Craft. She was in there too. Hey, she was looking good. Like, I didn't know she had body like that. Anna Paquin, who y'all know is Rogue from the X-Men movie, she was in it. Yeah, it was about the chronicles of following like a 70s rock band across the country. Now, what got me hooked in it, because it took place, it started off in San Diego. Because I remember looking at it, and I'm looking at landmarks. I'm like, that's San Diego. Because it started off, and I saw Balboa Park. So I'm already, okay. Anytime I watch a movie or somewhere I didn't live or somewhere I've been, I perk up like, oh, wait a minute. It's past that all the time. So I saw Balboa Park. Then they showed the sports arena. And it was just like, oh, snap. And then I just got caught up in the movie. And it was actually a very Good movie. It's worth a watch. So if you got Paramount Plus, Almost Famous with Kate Hudson, which is crazy because she was 21 years old at the time. And it killed me because they try to pass off as a 17-year-old. It's like, you don't look 17 at all. And she looked older than 25, but it's not like a bad older than 25. It was like, okay, you were hot 25. Because there's no way she was in that in 2000. 4 years later, you want me to turn around and believe she's a woman in her mid-20s and How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, which y'all know me. Y'all know that's one of my favorite movies. You can judge me all you want to. I don't care. I love that movie. But yeah, that movie's definitely worth. And another one I found on Tubi, and aptly so I found it on Tubi because of... This movie was from the early 2000s. It's called Flossing. And it starred a lot of black, like teenage actors, well, at least actors that played teenagers, like in like the late 90s, early 2000s. The late great Merlin Santana was in it. R.I.P. to him. They had Ty Burton in it. For those of y'all that don't know who that is, that's TK from The Parenthood. Y'all remember they added him like the last 2 seasons. They had the homie DeAndre Bonds in there. Tyron Turner, y'all know him. That's Kane from Men's Society. Angel Cromwell, that's Omar Gooden's character, P's girlfriend from Baby Boy. You know, her fine ass. She wasn't as thick in there, too. But it's crazy because I think the Wash came out. Didn't the Wash come out like 01, 02? And she was thick as hell, but she was like slim, but she still was fine. Meaning they might have shot that in the 90s and then just released it in 2001 because that's how they do movies. You know, they had a lot of people in there. And obviously, if you can't tell by all the people I named, it took place in L.A. Actually took place in Compton. So the premise of the movie is this family, this woman and her kids, they fell on hard times. Later revealed in the movie due to the husband's gambling problem, they moved from Beverly Hills to Compton. Now it was pretty good, but then they tried to like sneak a religious theme in there in the last 10, 15 minutes. I was like, man, you should have been doing this throughout the whole movie. But then they had Ty Burton. They had this man like talking in a terrible, like upper crust sellout white dude voice. And then towards halfway through the movie, they had him talking like, you seen The Parenthood. You saw TK talk. TK cleared it from the street. They had him drop it, and now he talking like he from the street. But then they'll go back and forth, jump back and forth to it. And then another person they end up putting in there, I don't know why they always did. Somehow, Fredro Starr ended up getting in there. How did Fredro Starr end up being in this movie? I don't know why. I don't know why everybody keep putting Fredro Starr in movies that took place, or shit that took place in L.A. Like, they didn't have no backstory about him being out there. New York slang, he was saying. New York, like, attire. Yankees fitted on in there. I'm like, and of course he would look at, man, the man looked like he wanted to play. And then, look, all of 30 playing a teenager. I don't know who keep thinking to put, this movie take place in L.A. We won't show the hood. Let's get Fredro Starr. We need New York up in this. We need a New York vibe in an L.A.-based coming-of-age story. Somebody saying for Fredro Starr. And then another thing they had in there, the little sister in there was played by Ravine Kelly. For those y'all don't know that name, she was a child actor. I think she kind of left acting along as an adult. Y'all know her as the daughter in The Time to Kill. Samuel Jackson's daughter. I ain't gonna say what happened to her. If you seen The Time to Kill, you know what happened to her. And she almost had that happen to her in this movie. It's like, damn, she just typecasted her. Always be taken advantage of. Or be raped. Like, Jesus. And then the piece, the resistance. Oh my God, the icing on top. They had Todd Bridges. If y'all don't know that name, that was Willis from Different Strokes with Gary Coleman. You know, if y'all ain't old enough to know about that TV show, ask your uncles, your mamas, maybe your grandparents, depending on how old you are now. Because, you know, grandparents, the average age for grandparents is shit, my age, 36, 37. He was on there as a thug. I'm like, boy. Not saying that Todd Bridges didn't come up around there because he's from LA. And actually, you know, I didn't even realize it was him talking until he said it, because he directed the movie. Him and his brother directed the movie and acted in it. But to see Todd Bridges trying to play a street dude, that was hilarious. Boy, I don't know what he was. Oh my God, it was like I said, a decent movie. But I don't. You know, they could have did a little better. You know what? The story wasn't bad, and the actors that did the best they could. Even like I said, like Ty Burton should have been like, "Come on, man, this is like that." It was the writing. The writing on that shit was terrible. Like some of the dialogue, I'm like, this shit is trash. So it was good, like I said, to see a lot of people I see in TV as a little boy in one movie. And then the shit they had on, I was like, boy, I can't believe we dressed like that. We didn't dress like that. We, like, looked at that type of dress, thought it was cool. Like, woo! Lord, thank God for growth. Because, yeah, but it was fun to watch. It was fun to go back and reminisce about the early 2000s. Now, before I get out of here, new movie, y'all know, came out by Jordan Peele. He's produced by Jordan Peele. You know, it's called Him. And y'all know it's about a kid played by Tyreek Withers, who y'all remember him. He played in that episode of Atlanta. Remember, they was trying to determine if he could get his black card so he could get a full ride scholarship to college. He was trying to go to college. You know, he looked like he was a white kid, but come to find out he was mixed. You know, he plays a quarterback that's about to be the number one draft pick trying to go to the league. And Marlon Wayans plays, I guess, a future Hall of Fame quarterback, an older veteran quarterback that kind of looked like take him under his wing, let him stay with him to work out for a few days, and then it just goes completely left. I don't know. A lot of people say they thought it was just weird. They thought it was one of his Jordan Peele's worst movie. Now I will admit, Jordan Peele is like, what's that man named Spike Lee? His shit be hit and miss. But this one wasn't exactly a miss. I ain't gonna say he knocked it out the park. He got a base hit with it. Because a lot of you people who watched it, I'm convinced people be watching movies, and if shit is not spelled out for them, they won't catch it. Like, for instance, like, y'all be on, like, Facebook and see them, Facebook or TikTok, and even Instagram, people will put up, growth is realizing, maturing is realizing, and then they'll say something that was an obvious plot device. It's like, I'm going to tell y'all the biggest one that bothers me. So, Juice. I don't think I need to go in detail about the movie Juice with Tupac, Shakur, Omar Epps, I almost said Omar Gooden, and Samuel Jackson was in it too. I don't think I need to go in detail about Juice. If you listening to this episode, you like me and you know about the movie Juice. The scene after they robbed Mr. Quiles, that's the Puerto Rican cat who owned the corner store, after Bishop shot him and they run back to the hideout. Everybody was like, he had another gun in his waistband. I can't believe that. How did somebody edit? Y'all are so fucking stupid. Because Bishop was crashing out in Steele's apartment. He was saying, we run from the cops, we run from Rodamez, we run from security guards, and we run from old man Keeler's in that bullshit store when he come with that bullshit gun. And if you remember at the beginning of the movie, old man Keeler's pulled the gun out. They pulled out, I'm going to shoot your people on, man, with that old long ass gun. So common sense should tell y'all, if he robbing a dude, know the dude got a gun, he went and took the dude piece. You can even look and see it looked like a handle of a long ass pistol. You know, it be people be missing, but like, It be these people who be doing this or swear they woke and believe in conspiracy theories and all that and believe weird shit going on, but then when they see it on TV, now they like, oh, hell no, that's just weird and all that. I like that last scene, it was over the top. I get the symbolic message of all the shit in there. Like, it's a lot of symbolism. I can't even go in on all the symbolism they had. Now, I will say Marlon's character said something profound. He said, as a black quarterback, I had to be great just to be good enough. I was like, woo, that's deep. So, like I said, the movie ain't one of his best production works, but it ain't one of his worst. It's a lot of similar. You got to sit down and pay attention. Shit ain't going to be spoon-fed to you. Because, like I said, it's even shit people see in the movie. I was like, yeah, man, you don't remember when he said that in the movie? Nah, I wasn't paying attention. Bro, he said it at the beginning. Like, I remember talking to one guy, and I was naming the actor. I know a lot of actors. I don't know who that guy is. And I'm like, you seen... And I named the movie where he was a prominent actor. I mean, he was in everything. He said, yes, you don't remember that? Oh, I wasn't paying attention. How the fuck can you not pay attention and this guy's in every damn scene? Like, how do you... Like, y'all just watch movies, just say, look, y'all don't internalize nothing. Y'all just images in my head. Okay, I'm looking at images. Then get off. I don't know what that movie's about. Like, I think different. Because, like, one, I love movies. I always love movies. Like, a lot of people said... Like, I remember, I used to get on people's nerves when I was little. Like, boy, all you do is watch movies and you think about movies. Well, I like movies. I'm a movie buff. Like, that's a goal of mine. I wanted to go to school for film, but, you know, I don't live around a bunch of artistic people, so, you know, they don't see the arts like that. But I'm going to be honest, I learned this from my father. He told me this. He's like, you got to know how to watch a movie. You have to know how to watch a movie. Like, if you watch a movie, you can catch stuff. Like, I'm going to say this about what that, and then I'm going to go and get out and let y'all have it. So, New Jack City. I remember being a little boy watching New Jack City. Should have been watching New Jack City at no damn 2 years old, which kind of made me scratch my head in 1995 when Bad Boys came out. And Mama was like, I can't take you to see this radar. Lady, you been letting me watch New Jack City since it came out on VHS in 1992. So... First time I've been watching New Jack City, you know, the shooting after the wedding. And you see Nino grab the little girl. I'm thinking as a little boy, he tried to save her. He got overwhelmed and just left out there and then went to shooting. He got overwhelmed. It wasn't until, like, I watched again, like, in the 3rd grade. And my dad said he was using her as a shield. And I'm like, what? He said he was using her as a shield. Then I, like, really looked at what he was doing. And then in the next scene... Scotty, you know, Ice-T's characters, when he meets up with the prosecutor played by the beautiful Phyllis Yvonne Stigler, beautiful chocolate ass. He said, I hope you know that little son of a bitch tried to use a little girl as a bulletproof vest. I'm like, oh my God in heaven. You know, and then another part is, I found this out on myself. So when Kareem, played by the singer Christopher Williams, first met with Nino and the rest of the Cash Money brothers, and he was talking about leaving the bank that paid him $800 a week for Nino, who paid him $8,000 a week. You see Nino twisting the phone. I thought it was just ADHD had a thing, but then I had to slow it down and look. Nino opens up the receiver, looks down, and then puts it back on the hook. That let me know that Nino was in the streets tough and probably was on the cops' radar. Nino was checking for a wire. Like, go back and watch that scene when Nino is unscrewing the mouthpiece on the phone. And just watch it and, like, even slow it down. He looks down. He checking for a wire. That means Nino was touching paper. Because, like, if you look at them gold chains and the silk, like, two-piece he had on, two-piece joint he had on, and look like Gators he had on or whatever them, or Armani, whatever that was. That means Nino was touching paper. And that's what it is. A lot of y'all watch movies just to not really learn that. You just watch movies just to go, ooh, this is shiny pictures, flashy pictures. Ooh, violence, sex. No, that movie was, you had to go watch that to think. But I don't understand why y'all did that. Because if you didn't learn from Get Out until now that all his movies got like deep meanings to them. You dumb. You dumb. You did that to yourself. So like I said, it wasn't a great movie, but it wasn't like y'all was making it out to be horrible. You motherfuckers just don't like to think. That's all that is. And I'll say shout out to Jordan Peele, because he taught us a fabulous from seeing him on Mad TV and then Key and Peele to now. He is a prime example of play the cards you dealt, play them to the best of your ability, and then once you finally get in a position to do what you want to do, balls to the wall. Because I swear I never would have thought the dude that's been in them skits on Mad TV had that show on Comedy Central, Michael Keegan Key, would have been somebody giving us these type of deep, thought-provoking movies on race, class, and caste, and the caste system. But he did. He is a life lesson. Anyway, that's been my time on the porch. Y'all can, find me on Facebook, look for my name. Find me on Instagram, PDMac10, PETEYMAC10, or on TikTok, PDMac89, PETEYMAC, and put an 8 and a 9 in the place of the 1 and the 0. Y'all like my videos, comment on them, share them, subscribe, follow me, whatever, But until next week, be cool, stay calm, and get paid. Peace.